My name is Mike, and welcome to Mad River Outdoors.
Welcome back to the channel. This is our 30th episode and the first episode of 2026. We got a real banger for the episode today. We're going to have a Bluetti Elite 400 install that's going to happen into the tiny cabin. So we're going to take out a whole bunch of equipment there. Stay tuned to see how that works out and if we can even get it connected. This is my first time doing this. I got some instructions from Bluetti, so fingers crossed on that. Otherwise, we're going to clean up a bunch of the property and try to get rid of a bunch of debris that's around the chicken coop. We're going to put all that stuff into a pile and get ready to go to the dump with it. Stay tuned for today's episode, and thanks for joining in. I got this idea from watching Cabin River Outdoors. Sean is always using Bluetti equipment and talking about how great it is. So I figure with the amount of money I was going to spend on one of these versus the amount of money I was going to spend on replacing the lead acid batteries in there, for $1,295 on Amazon, it was 32% off on one of their like Prime deals. And then I used my Prime card, which got me an extra 5% off. So that was another 60 bucks off. For just over $1,200, you can't beat that. And you can figure $400 to $500 a battery. So that's not even going to get me close to what this is. 2,600 standard watts, and then it's got a max output of 3,800. I'm really happy that we made this upgrade to Bluetti. I'm glad that we were able to pick up this Elite 400. I have no affiliation with Bluetti. I am doing this strictly as a recommendation that I saw from Cabin River Outdoors. He's recommended this on many of his videos, and I really appreciate him doing a test. You can see that he's running drills and saws and air compressors, so I know this is going to do more than what I need it for. I really like how it's got this LCD display on here. All you gotta do is push and hold DC, and your DC outputs turn on, so your USBs, and you can get something as simple as a car, one of those car plugs that you really don't see too often anymore. And then to turn that, you hit the AC button, and it'll turn green, and you turn your 4 outlets on. But again, I think this is gonna be a really great unit. Now that we're able to get this thing in here, you can see all of this equipment in here is gonna come down, and it's all going to be replaced by that one little unit, the Bluetti. So I'm going to stick it down there in the corner, and I think it's going to look fantastic. The only thing we're going to have to do is we have to get a Y cable, and then we got to bring in 2 sets of positive, 2 sets of negatives, connect all them together, and then use an XT60 to go into the solar input on the Bluetti. So let's go ahead and get started with that, and let's see how the day progresses. Okay, let's see. Off, off, off. This is coming along a lot faster than I thought it would go. All right, we're coming down to the end. Let's get these batteries off. I can't really believe how easy this was. Giant batteries. So I reached out to Bluetti and I talked to them about how I should connect this, and they sent me a diagram that I should be following when connecting 4 solar panels up to the Bluetti to make sure that I'm maintaining the right voltages and amperages based on what kind of panels I have. I want to make sure and get everything labeled properly so I know exactly what I'm hooking up where. These are just cheap white labels, and I'm just writing the number on either side of the label. So we're going to write it just like that. Okay. We got these taken apart. I don't have an MC4 solar panel connector removal tool. So I'm just going to use a pair of needle nose pliers. It seems to work for me. So I'm going with it. I'm going to do all of them on one side, and then I'll go back and do the other side. And if you don't have a pair of needle nose like this that are small and narrow, these are just standard electrician style pliers. Same thing. Just push them in, easy peasy. Now, there we go. Just to prove that it works. Okay, that's disconnected. All right, so I verified the lengths of all my cables. I made sure that every solar panel had its own individual length. I got cables 2 and 4 connected and cables 1 and 3. So you got 1 red or rather 3 red and 1 black, and then 4 red and 2 black. Those are connected together. And then I have those other side outputs coming to these Y connectors. And you'll see I got cable 2 and cable 1 here, and cable 4 and cable 3 here. So now these connectors, so this is the XT60 connector that I got from the lady at Bluetti. All right, so what we do here is we take our corresponding cables. So we got red to red, okay, and then black to black. So now we've got all our cables connected. The fact that this has that mobile handle like that and it only weighs 80 to 100 pounds is really one of the primary reasons why I ended up picking this thing up. We're going to need to drag this thing back and forth every summer and winter when we leave the cabin for the winter. As we learned this winter, there is no access up here, so it's not even a feasible option. And to be able to just drag it out like that instead of going through all the effort that you saw that I did with those batteries is going to be amazing. This is such a great upgrade. I'm so happy for it. All right, so we got all our wires connected. We got the Bluetti on. We're going to connect our XT60 to our plug here, and let's see if we don't blow the place up. You see that icon turned on right there when we plugged it in. So watch. I'm going to unplug it. All right, you'll see the icon goes away. We plug this back in. You'll see the icon comes back. All right, we got quite the mess over here. We got to go ahead and get these wires organized and just try to make everything look a lot neater. How's up there? So we'll put this up here like that. Tuck that girl right in the corner. Hide our wire down below. All right. So now that we got everything done, let's turn it back on. Boom. We are solar connected. All right, so we got everything picked up. All our wires are neatened up and everything looks tidy. As you can see, we've got the Bluetti in the corner. It's not taking up any room at all. Wires just come down off the ceiling in a nice row. Tried to organize that wire a little bit better, but unfortunately it is what it is. But it looks tremendously better than what it did. So At this point, we're going to head over to the other property and we're going to start utilizing the fact that all the snow has killed off all the weeds and grass, and we're going to start picking up miscellaneous debris that we have. There's a few TVs, tires, things like that laying around the property. So this has worked out really well. I'm really glad for it. All right, so we're back over in the other property. We're going to start cleaning up around the chicken coop. Over the winter, the roof came down in this section of the chicken coop, so we're going to go ahead and try to get all this area cleaned up all around this thing so that we can just start ripping it down over the summer. Just, I don't know, bring it to the dump, burn the wood, try to recycle the metal, you know, do everything we can.
Put that in the burn pile, right?
As you can see, we got this giant pile of debris from all the stuff that we picked up around the property. The chicken coop is ready to go. We can start taking that down very, very soon. Thanks for taking the time to check out my video. We're pushing hard towards 1,000. We're just over 650 subscribers. So if you like this kind of content, please consider clicking that like and subscribe button. Other than that, we'll see you on the next episode.